Hello, friends. I've just come back from visiting my brother in Stratford Upon Avon, and on the way back, I stopped off in a little town called Pershore because I had an amazing find there, and I genuinely cannot believe what I managed to find on Facebook Marketplace. So let's check it out. So this was one of those occasions when I was just, on a weekend break away, and I thought, oh, I'll just have a quick look at Facebook Marketplace on my phone. And I always do a search for Hoover because I find people just put an Hoover. It's an old Hoover. They don't put that what it actually is. They just put that, and it tends to find more items if you do it that way. Also, rather than using vacuum cleaner, I found it's weird. But anyway, so I was sat there and I was just scrolling through, and it's the usual dross. Oh yeah, that's that. Yeah, that. Yeah, Dyson, 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 Dyson. Henry, 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 Henry. Ugh. And then I scrolled up, and I couldn't believe what I saw. Couldn't believe it. I was like, oh my god, I have not seen one. I've not seen one of those for 20 years. I was genuinely surprised to find it. It's just one of those things you think, oh my god, yes, I need to go and buy that vacuum cleaner. And it was £10 as well. £10 for this cleaner. Yeah, absolutely. Definitely gonna buy that. And it was only 8 miles from where I was staying. So I was staying in Stratford. It was in Pershore. And then just to come home, it was like a normal, just drive down back home to South Wales. Really easy. So what is it? Well, it's not the glider because we've already seen that. Yes, that is still here. That is still sat in the dining room. Haven't done anything with that yet because I'm lazy. No, I'm not lazy. I've been away and I work as well. But I got this. It's down here. Are you ready? Are you ready to see it? I haven't plugged it in yet. I haven't even looked at it properly. But it is this amazing Goblin Skyline 1250. A Skyline. Amazing. Cannot believe I have found one of these. Just incredible. Now this particular cleaner, it's not a childhood cleaner per se, but it's more of a teenage years cleaner. And I've wanted this model for years and years, a long time. Occasionally you see them on eBay, but they're pickup only and they're 300 miles away in Scotland or something stupid. That would be 500 miles. Just shut up. But yeah, this was just down the road. And I'm like, oh my god, I've got to have it. I've got to buy it. Now, back in probably 93, 94, my friend at the time, Robert, his mum replaced her 1980s Rowenta RBO2 cylinder cleaner with this very model Goblin Skyline 1250. And I remember when she got it because I was so excited. Oh, I've got to see it. I've got to use it. I've got to give it a go. It didn't last very long, I have to say. It didn't last very long at all. All the wheels fell off. The tool cover fell off. I remember she had to buy a replacement floor tool for it. The RBO2 was actually a pretty good cleaner. That was a good quality machine. And she went from that to a Skyline, which is just... let's not kid ourselves. It's not the best in the world. It's, dodgy, shall we say, of dubious quality. It is another one of Goblin's bought in and rebranded machines. Goblin didn't make this at all. It is yet another ETA cylinder cleaner, as Horizon was, as Whisper was, all bought in from Eastern Europe. And this particular machine says on its bottom, made in Slovenia. So yeah, made in Slovenia. And it is a Type 4010C, 1250 watts, hence the 1250. Serial number, well, I'm going to guess here, because that would probably make it about right. It's a great big long serial number, but it's 4010 C, which is the model number, and then 310. So I'm going to say that this is probably October 1993. Don't hold me to that, I can't prove it to you. And then the rest of the serial number is 44822. So the 44,822nd machine off the line. So that kind of makes sense that it's 93. I do remember seeing Skyline in 93. Quite possibly 93 was the first year that they came out. I would have to go and check, but I would say it probably is. Now I've got the obviously the machine itself, and under this creaky tool cover we have all three small tools, so that's nice to see. It's very, very cheap, guys. It is really yeah, it is not a quality appliance. We've got a power button, we have a flex rewind, we've got a bag full lamp here. There was a Skyline electronic, and if memory serves, that was the blue one, and it came with chrome tubes, so that was like the luxury version of the Skyline. This is just a G and Goblin blanking plate where the electronic swivel would be for it. Let's have a quick look inside. I haven't even looked inside it yet, would you believe? Let's open him up. Oh, poof. Oh, we got a bag. That's good. Now that really, I mean, it's a long time since I've looked inside a Skyline. A long time. That is very AEG. The way this bag is mounted, it's very 80s AEG. It's a little bit careful. I don't want to break it. And then you've got a little flapette, and I think you push the slide in. You push these in, and yeah, that's it. You can push them in, and you can unclip the bag, and it comes out like, oh my god, that is so heavy. What have they been picking up stones with this? You wouldn't believe the weight to that bag. I think that's half the weight of the cleaner. That's quite something. We have a date mark here. It's got 1992 written on it, but I don't think it's not pointing to the 92. So I'm going to guess that it is a 93 machine. Oh, it's so cheap. See the way this just flops about. Is that a genuine bag? I've just got a feeling that might be a genuine bag because it's got a picture of a Skyline. Hopefully you can see it's a picture of a Skyline. It's got Woven, Clear, Fold, Fulton. So, a truly international machine. Let's put those stones back inside it. We need to run this cleaner. So we'll have to do it with the bag in, don't we? And now we lock that one in, and then we lock that one in like so, and it should be okay. I think that's all right. And then we'll close the lid. Oh, God. Oh! Yeah. There we go. Click. So that's that. Good. Now we can swivel it round and we can plug it in. Oh yeah, I remember this. I think you can take this out. Yeah, oh yeah, you can. There's a filter cover here, and you can do it with a coin. So you can stick a coin in there, and you can like flick this cover out. I believe. Actually, let's have a look. Can we see any? Yeah, there's a clue. So again, very much like the which machine did we look at with the Aztec? If you remember the Goblin Aztec, that had a vertically mounted motor. Skyline is exactly the same. This little cutout here, this little, if you can see it, this little indentation, which is like a suction channel that's sort of coming along and going up. That is another big clue that Skyline has a vertically mounted motor, just like Aztec. And is there a little? No, there's no sort of clues on the top there. I think it's just 2 screws on this. It's 2 screws, and then this panel comes up, and then you can get to the motor. So it's quite simple. Now I also got the hose, which is here. Here's the hose. Mr. Hose, hello. So let's pop Mr. Hose in. There we go. Yeah, see, when you look at it like this, it's very ETA. It's very Eastern Europe. It is very cheap as well. This bent end is horrible. This is just real cheap, nasty plastic. And I got the rods with it. The rods are down there, I can't reach them. Unfortunately, I didn't get the floor tool. They didn't have the floor tool with it, which is a real shame because Skyline had a very specific floor tool. It was very large. It was kind of like that kind of size. And it was very flat as well, I remember it. And it was kind of curved at the front. So it's a real shame not to have that floor tool. But maybe if it turns up, they'll let me know. I'd gladly pay to have it posted to me. Ooh, oh, it's quality. So let's plug him in, see if he runs. Well, he runs quite well actually. It sounds quite good. I would probably guess that they've got the same style motor that the Aztec had in them. It would. No, I don't know actually. Maybe not. It's been such a long time since I've actually looked inside one of these. It's got to be 20 years. It can't be any less. I haven't seen one for such a long time. Hence my excitement for finding one. So a couple of things we need to do to this. It doesn't really need a service, which is unusual for one of the machines that I show you. It does need a floor tool, and ideally it needs a dust bag, and I don't know if I've got any bags up in the workshop. I might have. It would be nice if I did, but having said that, there's quite an indentation. Not an indentation, like a, I don't know if you can see it. If I move that around, you can just see it there. This, God, what do you call it? Where the hose goes in underneath the hood, there's a big aperture. There we go. There's a big aperture there. I reckon we can fit a pneumatic bag on there. I reckon we can get a Henry bag on there quite easily. We'll keep all this plastic nonsense going on. But if we can get a Henry bag in there, that would make the machine much better. Much better than that awful bag that's currently full of stones for some strange reason. So yeah, we can do that to it. I can't show you it in use right now because I need a floor tool. And actually, thinking about it, the floor tool from the Aurora will probably fit this. I think it probably will. It is a shame not to have the Skyline's original floor tool, but never mind. Just one last thing to say before I go. The history of it, where this came from. So I always ask, as I've told you previously, where did the machine come from? Why are you selling it? And it was the guy's brother. It was so the guy who sold it to me. The machine belonged to his brother. His brother passed away, and this guy was emptying his brother's house. And then, yeah, he found this machine in there and said, well, thought to himself, that's too good to just chuck out. I'll stick it on Facebook Marketplace. If we can get £10 for it, brilliant. So yeah, it's from an estate sale, basically. And having looked at the Skyline, it's a bit dusty, but it's in remarkably good shape. There's very few scratches on it. There are some underneath. There's nothing like, there's no gouges or real nasty marks or anything on it. This will polish up beautifully. It will be absolutely lovely. And I guess we will do that at some point. We will give it a service and yeah, keep it as a tribute to its former keeper. Now that's interesting. You see there, you may not be able to see it, but there's a scratch here, but the scratch is like this shape. It's like a U shape, and what's happening is it must be the hose. It is. Look, see, they didn't engineer that particularly well, because the top of the hose actually rubs on the top of the tool cover. So hence why when you're vacuuming, you get scratches on on your tool cover, but I suspect we can probably remove those. So there we go, a little trip down memory lane there. Yeah, as I say, I am absolutely over the moon with it. Really, really pleased to have this cleaner. Takes me back a long time. Takes me back 27 years. So yeah, really great. Please let me know in the comments what you think. Do you have a Skyline currently? Do you have the plush deluxe electronic version of the Skyline? Have you even ever seen one of these before in the plastic? Please let me know, because I always love hearing from you. And don't forget to comment generally, and like and subscribe to the channel, because it always helps me out and I appreciate it and I love hearing from you. So from me and the wonderful Skyline, you guys take care. We will see you soon. Bye.